Hello everyone, welcome to a new video where today, as you probably read from the title, I want to try and do some monochrome photography. You know, black and white. I've not actually done it before with my camera, like with the setting, to have every picture be black and white. So I need to experiment with that. I have a guest. Molly, you want to say hi? I'm going to take her with me because I'm basically just planning on doing like a bit of a walk around and just sort of photographing what I like. If I see something, just like, oh, I want to take a picture of that, then I will. And I also thought, kill two birds with one stone, let's take the dog with me. So Marley's coming along. I'm thinking of just walking around, just around my local area for like an hour and just sort of seeing what I can photograph, what, you know, appeals to me, and seeing how that looks with black and white. So sort of, you know, focusing on the contrast and just what really makes it striking, what makes it stand out. Because the thing with black and white photography is, with the lack of colour, you really need that contrast to make it stand out, to make an image look good, basically. So what I'm gonna do, I've got my camera in my camera bag with me, and I'm just gonna walk around, stop occasionally when I feel like there's no one around because, as we all know, I don't do well with recording myself in public. It's a miracle I'm recording this intro while outside, but let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can find. Okay, there's a car driving by. Oh hi, you can see me. Basically, the way that I'm going to change the settings is I'm going to go to set picture control. Gotta press OK, and as you can see in the settings there, whoa, in the settings there is a monochrome setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it to that. So then I'll take a tester shot in a second, but basically from that all of my pictures should hopefully be in black and white. It worked. I just did a tester image which I will put on screen now, but I just wanted to, I've got all my settings are in manual and I am on like auto ISO, stuff like that, as normal. So my basic aim was just to see if it would work, see if it actually came out in black and white, and it did. So that's a good sign. Anyway, I'm just gonna walk around for a little bit and see if I can find something I want to photograph. Okay, I have found a pretty good spot to sit because I am a tractor just drove past me. I'm sitting on a little wall, a little fence. I mean, I'm leaning against a fence, and opposite me is a nice, like, busy road. So I think I want to try and, like, capture some cars, like using a fast shutter speed and sort of moving the camera with them, and basically seeing if I can get a couple images of the cars in black and white, in monochrome. I'm gonna wait till there's like, because it's controlled by traffic lights at one end, so there'll be like a flurry of cars. Here they come. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of photos, let's see. Okay, that was pretty successful. Marley's annoyed with me because I keep stop-starting and she just wants to go off and explore and sniff everything. So we're moving again, we're on the move again, aren't we, Marley? Okay, I'm basically just gonna take a couple more photographs as I go, as I'm walking along. But I also want to note there's something quite interesting to me about monochrome photography. Marley, that's not our house. Because while obviously I've done black and white photos before, in that I have edited my photos to be in black and white, but I've never gone out with the intention, I need to be careful with these cars, I've never gone out with the intention of doing black and white photography. So it's a bit interesting to me actually to be thinking, oh, I actually need to be more focused on if there's contrast rather than what the colours are, because the saturation of the colours doesn't matter. It's just if there's enough difference between like the highlights and the shadows. And I mean, obviously I can edit the photos after, but these cars. I'll continue my train of thought in a minute just because I don't think I'm going to get a moment of peace with this road. So found a quieter road. It's quite nice actually, it's quite peaceful. I mean, for once it's not rained so far today. It might later, but I mean, the sky's pretty blue. Granted, there's quite a few miserable clouds up ahead, but I'm just taking advantage of the fact that we had sun this morning, miraculously. So, Marley spotted a bird. Leave. But I mean, as I was saying, monochrome photography is interesting because part of the reason why I love photography is just the colour. Like, what will draw me into an image will be the use of colour in that photograph and how bright it is, or just sort of how striking the colours can be. But there's also a beauty to black and white photography. I mean, it's the traditional, you know, first photographs were in black and white, and it's quite fun actually, just not caring about what looks great in terms of, oh, everything looks a bit dull because it's winter, so there's not much point taking photos of it. I'm more interested in the shapes. Right now I've noticed like how things look. Marley, here, that's not our house. Just gonna get caught in a tree, okay. But yeah, because I mean, things that you would expect to have colour, like I've taken photos of road signs, post boxes, things that automatically, you know, have very striking colours to them. But when they're in black and white, there's something quite interesting about it. Anyway, oh my gosh, my arm's hurting. One moment. So basically my arm was really hurting at this point, but I actually found a spot where I actually wanted to stop and take some photos. So I sort of propped the camera up against a wall. I literally just sort of stopped right where I was talking because I was like, actually, this is a pretty good spot to try and take some photographs. So I also had Marley there, and you can see I'm talking to her, telling her to sit, and I was basically just trying to get some photos of her because she was sitting so nicely and she's so cute. How could I not take photos? But something interesting to note actually as I'm watching this back is how interesting the clouds looked like when I was walking around, because they were something I hadn't fully noticed, but I feel like they would have made such good photographs, especially in black and white, with just the insane like contrast between the little silver bits and the darker bits. I mean, it was pretty good. And yeah, I'm showing you the picture of Marley there. I thought she was just so cute. I love her. But yeah, basically then we just sort of carried on walking, and I swear I finished my train of thought. I had to switch arms because my other arm was hurting a lot. But basically what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep walking. I'm basically making a massive loop around like the local neighborhoods until I get back to my house, but I'm just going to keep taking some photos, and then I'll just show you like the gallery wall at the end afterwards. But I mean, I hope this maybe inspires someone to go out and do some black and white photography, you know, something that, because obviously you can edit it, as I've said before, you can edit photos after to be in black and white, but it's something entirely different to go out with the intention of everything being black and white. Marley, your paw's stuck. Lift your paw. Lift your paw. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, apparently it's still chaotic to have a dog with you when you're trying to do photography. But yeah, I've quite enjoyed this. I found it quite fun just sort of walking around, taking photos, and then looking and being like, oh, I actually really like how that looks in black and white. So I'm going to keep doing that and leave you with a gallery wall at the end of all the photographs that I've been like, oh yeah, that looks really good. And you know, maybe a couple ones that aren't as good, but oh well. I'm gonna go. Okay. I will see you on the next video. You know, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all the usual YouTube stuff. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye. A little extra side thing, I was just editing the video, it's a couple hours later, and it was a good decision for me to go out earlier. It started chucking it down. I don't know if you can hear that. It's chucking it down. That was good timing. Anyway, bye. Bye.